Hello friends, welcome back to my channel once again. So I feel that you are waiting for this webinar for a long time because in the first video of the year I have shown you a simple Bank Nifty trading strategy and I have shown you 2 years back test. That video has got a lots of love from you all guys, from you all my subscribers. So I was encouraged to record a second part of that particular strategy where I am going to show you much more test. And I'll also show you some reactions, some comments that I have thought that I'll discuss with you. Because few are the mistakes that you are still making and few are the negativities that you all are having. So unless and until you are flushing out all those negativities from your inside or you are stopping doing the same mistake, you are not going to get success from the market. Before that, I'll just tell you the strategy once again because for those who have not seen that first video, I am going to show you the strategy in a nutshell.
But before that, let me give you a short intro of mine. Hello friends, I am Indrajit Mukherjee from stockmaniacs.net. If you want to grow your wealth from the stock and commodity markets, hit the subscribe button and hit the bell notification icon. You can also send me your stock market related queries through WhatsApp in my number +91 96743 21856.
So friends, the strategy was very simple. We will just check the first 30 minutes high or low of Bank Nifty future to be precise. So what will we do? First 30 minutes high and low gets noted. The markets open at 9:15. So 30 minutes means 9:45. So 9:45's high gets noted and 9:45's low gets noted. Then we will switch it to a 5 minutes chart and the strategy is simple. If a 5 minutes candle pierces above the high line, first 30 minutes high line, it is a buy. And if a 5 minutes candle closes below the low line, the first 30 minutes low line, it is a sell. So strategy is very simple. And where to keep the stop loss? If we are in a buy position, we will wait for the market to close or we will wait for the sell to be triggered. If the sell gets triggered, that is a stop for us. So that means we are getting stopped out and we are actually reversing the trade. Similarly, if we are in a sell trade, either we will wait for the market to close to exit or we will exit if a buy gets triggered. So that means our stop is where the reverse point is there. And we will reverse only once a day. So not more than once we are going to reverse. And we will exit at the market close just before our broker actually closes the trade forcefully. So we will exit at 3:15 wherever be the market price. Be it profit, be it loss, we will exit at the particular point. So whatever be the price, be it profit, be it loss, so we will exit at 3:15 before our broker closes the trade. Now this strategy is quite simple. The entry point is simple, the exit point is simple, and the profit booking level is also simple. There is no stop loss, rather we are going to reverse the trade when a price is not going at our direction. So that means it is a simple system. And I have shown you in the last back test that we have got profits over 2018 and 2019. Now let me show you some mistakes or some negativity still you are facing. Let me show you some comments.
So the first scenario, I have received a WhatsApp message from an user. He is actually following the strategy and he has shown me the screenshot of his trade. So he got profit that day. And dear user, if you are seeing my video, do not feel that I am actually flushing out your name because I am just using your example and your mistake so that others do not face the same mistake. So he has got profit. So he has entered as per the criteria and he has sent me the message that traded with just one lot since it is my first day and came out of the trade. And he has once again asked me, should I have waited? That means actually he has entered as per the criteria, but he has not exited as per the criteria. His mind actually controlled his trade. This is not done, my dear friends. If you are following a strategy, you need to follow it very sincerely and rigorously. Whatever be the result of last trade, whatever be the result of last 5 trades, whatever be the result of last 10 trades, you need to follow that particular strategy. So you need not to come out if you are getting some profit or if you are getting some loss. You need to wait till 3:15. That was the first rule of that particular strategy. Now, I'll show you the second comment. So, here is one Mr. Prakash Bhatia. He has told me, exit trade at 315, not 350. Please improve your English word stocks. And once again, he made a comment. It is 3rd January and not 3rd January. So, actually, he is very negative minded guy. He is trying to make some off topic comments. So these kind of people are there. I like them. But these guys actually spread the negativity among the others, among the other traders who are actually willing to learn. So guys, there will be people like this in your life also, but you need to ignore them because ignorance is bliss. So these type of things, these type of mistakes that the other people are making, you need to learn from their mistakes. Now I'll show you a third example. Another person has sent me this message. He has sent me that your strategy is very poor risk management. Suggest good things so that people does not lose their hard-earned money. Your strategy is like gambling. Now, my dear friend, my strategy is having clear-cut entry. My strategy is having clear-cut exit. And in case the trade does not perform well, there is also another exit or reversing model. So this strategy is not like gambling because I have already proven it with last 2 years data, with the data of 2018 and 2019. So if someone tells you this is the negativity that most people having, that anything, if a person tells that this strategy works, he started thinking that this person is actually lying. So that is not the case, my dear friend. You need to come out of the negativity. So I'll show you the example of a person, Chetan Kumar. So Chetan, if you are listening, do not think that I am actually bullying you. Rather, I am discussing with the problem that you have faced and the same problem may be with others. Chetan has traded one day and he has booked 300-point loss in Bank Nifty future. So now he is telling me how he can handle today's movement. That means that day's movement. So he has given the buy price of Bank Nifty future and sell price of Bank Nifty future also, and the date was 10th of January 2020 because he had 300 points loss. Now Chetan and the other players who are listening, new players who are not acquainted with Bank Nifty, guys, if one day there can be 500 points gain, another day there can be 300-point loss. The next day also there can be loss. The next day there also can be loss. But once a big day comes, it will cover all your losses. And you will not be bankrupt if you are having enough money with you to support your margin. So do not just go with your margin. If you are following a strategy, a trend following strategy, you need to support your margin with extra funds. And then only you are going to make consistent money from the market. If you are undercapitalized, no one can save you from being bankrupt.
So guys, I have shown you 4 examples, and the lesson that we have learned from this is number 1, you need to be positive. If you are negative from the trade, wherever you have taken the trade, if you start thinking, I cannot earn money, I cannot earn money, I cannot earn money, I cannot earn money, ultimately you will not be able to make money. If you are following a strategy, if you are trying to learn a strategy, and if someone tells you this strategy is scam, and you started believing that yes, that strategy may be a scam, so ultimately you cannot make money. There are no holy grails in the stock market, my dear friend. You need to make a strategy holy grail. It is you who can make a strategy holy grail. Because there are strategies, there are proven strategies. Still, why people do not make money? Why 80% of traders lose money? Because they do not believe in themselves. They do not believe in the strategy, and they trade this strategy for 2 days, that strategy for 2 days, losses in this strategy, losses in that strategy, and ultimately quits the stock market and starts telling that yes, stock market is gambling. So whenever I am showing you an example with a serious example for the last 2 years, that strategy has worked for the last 2 years. So that means you need to believe that strategy. I am not telling you you blindly believe my strategy. There are other strategies also. But any one strategy you need to follow. Unless and until you are following a particular strategy, you are not going to make money. If you follow a strategy one day, another strategy another day, ultimately you are not going to make money. And these kind of negative thinkers, negative commenters will always be there. So guys, believe a strategy, believe in yourself, then only you are going to make money. And the most biggest mistake that the stock traders make are they are undercapitalized. So any trend following strategy will have series of drawdowns. That means it can have series of losses, but you need to have enough money to support your margin. If you do not have money, do not trade in the stock market, because stock market is for them who can support their margin with extra funds. If you have very less amount of money, it will be gone, my dear friend. No one can save you. You will be bankrupt, and these negative commenters will actually win. They will be able to prove that you have been bankrupt due to the strategy. No, my dear friend. You are not bankrupt due to the strategy. You are bankrupt because you have very little money. So money is needed. For any business, money is needed, capital is needed. Same like stock market. Stock market is not a get rich quick system. Rather, it needs capital to start a business and be successful in the business. So if you want to be successful in stock market, have enough capital to support your bad days. Good days will make capital for you, and you need to support your bad days with extra margin. So that's all, my dear friends. Now I'll show you this particular Bank Nifty strategy, how it worked from 2011. Yes, many guys has told me you are only showing 2 years back test. Show more. Someone is telling me show at least 5 years. I am going to show you back test starting from 2011. So that is last 9 years back test. And in the 9 year, there were ups, there were downs, there were plain markets. Everything was there. So if this strategy has survived in the last 9 years, it will also survive in the future. We can hope. But in the stock market, nothing can be told that this is sacrosanct. So nothing is sacrosanct. We just assume that as it has worked in the previous 9 years, it will work in the future 9 years also. So let me show you the back test from 2011.
So now see, my dear friends, this is Bank Nifty future chart, and we are having, this is monthly chart, and we are having data since 2011. You can see 2011, 2012, 2013, 2014, 2015, 2016, 2017, 2018 and 2019. So last 9 years data we are having. This is the monthly chart I have shown you. Now I will convert it to a intraday chart. So let me convert it to a 5 minutes chart. So you can see there can be three possibilities. One, the trade will be triggered on the downside and the trade will be triggered on the upside. and you can make loss on both the sides. You can see as it happened on 31st of December 2019. There can be days like this when you will get trade triggered on the only one side and ultimately you are exiting in profit. So there can be these kind of situations. Suppose here the trade has been triggered on the downside and we have exited in small profit, and there can be some big profit days like this. Suppose these type of situations can happen. Trade has been triggered on the downside and market has fallen a lot and you have made a lot of money. So these three kind of situations can be there. You can make some money, you can make both side loss, or you can make one side loss. So these three situations will be there. Now we will be back testing, and in that back test we will see how the system has performed in the last 9 years. So this is the back test window. Now my dear friends, one thing is sure, that in this back test this will calculate net profit minus net loss. So whatever profit you are making, it has actually discounted all the losses that you are making. So whatever profit comes, that is after the losses. So I'll show you the back test. This is the back test parameters. We are starting with initial liquidity of 2500 and we will actually go long and short. The periodicity is 5 minutes because we are trading on the 5 minutes candle. We are taking the entry or exit as per the 30 minutes high or low, but the trade is happening on the 5 minutes candle. And we are also calculating the brokerage. Brokerage is in percent and that is 0.01%. That means 1 paisa brokerage is calculated. So if the negative thinkers come and tell you that this guy will bankrupt you because the brokerage is not calculated and the broker will only be rich, you are not going to be rich. So that is not the case, my dear friends. We are also calculating the brokerage in 1 paisa, and 1 paisa is enough because nowadays most of the brokers charges you 10 rupees or 20 rupees per trade. So after adding all the commissions and the government charges, 1 paisa will cover all your brokerages. So I am clicking on OK, and this is the Bank Nifty future chart. So here the current is selected, that means it will backtest on Bank Nifty future, and my first date is 1/1/2011 and my last date is 12/31/2019. That means the last day of December 2019. So we will backtest. Click on backtest. So we have started with 2500 rupees capital, and you can see in the backtest only one share has been traded. Only one share. You can see the number of shares is always 1. The number of shares is always 1. So that means we are trading only one share of Bank Nifty, only one piece of Bank Nifty. Why we are doing this? To actually calculate how much point we have made. Because if I make a profit of 100 rupees on one share, that means I am making 100 points. That's why I am making 100 rupees profit. So the whatever profit I am making, that is my point gain. So I am actually testing on only one share because I want to know the profit or the points earned in that particular 9 years. So you can see the first trade that has started on 3/1/2011. So on January 2011 we have started. So we are covering 2012, we are covering 2013, we are covering 2014, we are covering 2015, we are covering 2016, we are covering 2017, we are covering 2018, we are covering 2019, and the last day was 31/12/2019. And you can see in the last day of 2019 both ways we have lost, because we have lost some money in the long trade as well as we have lost some money in the short trade. So both ways there are losses. So everything is plain and simple, everything is clear here. So the back test covers everything. Back test is having the profits, the back test is having the negative days also. So you can see there are many negative days. So you can see these negative days are covered. So if we are making some profit, that is after deducting all these negative days. Now I will show you the report. So now our initial capital was 2500. So initial capital was 2500 and the ending capital is 33,998. That means our net profit is 31,498. So net profit means net points. So net profit means net points means we are making almost 31,500 points profit in these 9 years. So this thing makes very clear that, my dear friends, as we are trading only on one piece of Bank Nifty, we are for the testing purpose, we are trading only on one piece of Bank Nifty, whatever profit we are making, that is the points gained. So the net profit percentage is 1259% and so on. Now there are all trades are 3070 trades, winners 1335. So that means winners are mere 44% winners. So not even 45%. Still we are making this much of profit. Now losers are more. Losers are almost 57% losers. And maximum consecutive loss. You can see, my dear friends, 10 maximum consecutive loss. So you need to know that sometimes you will have this kind of losses. In the last 9 years we had 10 maximum consecutive loss. So that means we can have series of loss. Still you have to have faith on the system, on yourself. And maximum consecutive wins were 7. But you need to understand this, that there can be 10 maximum consecutive losses, even more in the future. Who knows? Because in the last 9 years data we have seen, we have got 10 maximum consecutive losses. But there can be more. So and maximum trade drawdown was 647 rupees. Maximum trade percentage drawdown is 4.55. That means almost 5% is the maximum trade percentage drawdown. And maximum system drawdown is 3032.59. Maximum system percentage drawdown is 32.35%. So that means if you are having 100 rupees, the maximum system drawdown, so after all the consecutive losses, maximum system drawdown that has happened in the last 9 years, that is 32.35%. So you need to have at least 50% more capital to support your margin. 32%, we are even keeping 18% more. So if your margin required is 1 lakh rupees, you need to keep at least 1,50,000 rupees to support these kind of drawdowns. Then only you will succeed. So my dear friends, you can see, if you can stick to this strategy, you will ultimately win. Now I will show you how the strategy has performed over the years. So this is the chart. So my dear friends, you can see the strategy was going steady. 2011, 12, 13, 14. In 15, 16, the curve is a bit straight kind of curve. 17 also, but in 18 it has actually picked up. In 19 it has done massive. So every year will not be like 2019, but still the strategy has performed quite well over the last 9 years. And my dear friends, you can see the strategy has given continuous yields over these years. Now you will say that the first year it has given 83% profit. But why the profit percentage is not like that in the last year? Because last year has given a lot of jump. That is due to first year we have started only 2,500 rupees capital. But slowly the capital has increased. So this is the percentage gain on the increased capital. But we have seen that over all the years, every year was a winner. So no year you have got loss. And the lowest profit earned, that was in 2017. So these kind of years can also be there, my dear friends. Some year will be like this, where you will work all the year, but you will not be able to make so much of gain. But there will be other years when it will actually make up all those losing years or all those cost to cost years. Some months will be there which will be losing, some months will be there which will be losing, and still, my dear friends, if you believe in a system, this system is ultimately make you profitable. So you need to believe on yourself, you need to believe on the system, and you need to throw those negative commenters out, plain and simple.
So, my dear friends, I feel you have now understood that believing a system and believing on yourself is very much necessary in the stock market. So, next time, if someone comes and will tell you that you will be bankrupt in the stock market, do not believe him. Because if you believe on yourself and if you believe a proven strategy, you will be ultimately successful. I am not telling you that you follow this strategy, but any strategy that has been tested over the years, you need to believe that strategy, and whatever be the result of last few trades, you need to stick to the strategy, and you should not be undercapitalized. You should have enough money to support your bad days. Then only you are going to make consistent money from the stock market. And for those who are actually wanting this AFL from me, I am going to write a blog post very soon, and I'll attach the blog post in the video description. From there you can download this simple AFL. So check back in the video description very soon and you will be getting your Amy Broker AFL from the blog post.
So friends, I have completed today's webinar. If you like today's video, please do not forget to hit the like button. Please also do not forget to share it with your friends, because if you share it, someone else can also be benefited. If you have any queries, just ask me in the comments. I'll try to answer you as early as possible. Friends, thanks a lot for watching this webinar till the end. Bye bye.